Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Mike Vasquez. It's week 20 of 52. Can you believe that? It's pretty awesome. Almost half the way through the year and still alcohol free, no booze going on for me. So I'm steadfast in that. It's funny how this thing has progressed and more into getting physically fit and kind of the weight loss journey that I've taken. Not so much worried about the drinking aspect of it, which I would think would be harder, but it's turned out that the diet and staying consistent with the schedule and working out and things like that have been more difficult. So that's really been the focus that I'm trying to nail down is continuing on that weight loss journey and getting more fit, lean, healthier in general. So last week I talked about change. I went away from the environment I was in as a general manager and just working my tail off 60, 70 hours a week sometimes, and just not really having a good work-life balance. And that's really important to me, is traveling to see my family and friends and seeing new parts of the world. And ultimately, it just wasn't rewarding anymore. And I wanted to make a change. So I've taken a position at a new restaurant in a hotel that is opened up with a predominant chef here in town, and I'm excited for it. I'm learning a lot in that space in the fine dining environment about wine and cocktails and history of food, and the goal is essentially to potentially change the way that American cuisine is perceived and the future of it, essentially. So it's cool to be a part of something like that. And also, it's a 40-hour a week job, and it's going to be nice to be able to focus on my health and working out and possibly traveling some more and taking some time off to go see friends more regularly. I got to take a trip back to California, and it always reminds me how much those people and relationships mean, and even those that I'm not in touch with a lot that I'd like to be more in touch with. So yeah, I'm really excited about that change. Just started training a couple days ago. Things are going really well. Did take a step back in terms of my progress on the weight loss aspect. I gained about 10 pounds back, actually. So, that's something that I talked about that I knew could happen. And ultimately, I'm not terribly discouraged about it. It doesn't feel as great as heading in the right direction. But just this morning, I actually, set myself up to get into the gym. Went and checked out the equipment in my home gym again to see what I wanted to work out in the morning. Made sure it was accessible and set a plan in place to get out there. Even had my workout clothes ready to go and put on this morning, and set about 10 alarms to make sure I got up to do it. So, getting the ball rolling is the challenging part. And once it becomes habit, I've still been doing the crunches and sit-ups and squats every single day. I haven't missed out on that, but adding an additional layer and getting a workout regimen is, it's always tough, whether anything really, changing to stop drinking and slowing down on that, or choosing to quit completely, or changing your diet or working out. It's getting the initiation started is really the most difficult part. Once you have that going, it's not that difficult to keep moving. Once you get complacent, though, at least, I'm speaking generalities for myself. Once I've gotten complacent and fallen into that groove, it becomes difficult to get out of it again. So it's kind of where I fell with, the diet and the fasting is just kind of, easily crept out of my daily routine, slowly over, a 3-4 week period, and then now it's back to, it's difficult to jump back in and get that thing going again. So I'm happy and proud to have gotten into the gym this morning, and with the new schedule and whatnot, there's not a ton of excuses I can make for myself to not get in there now, because I have more time available to make it happen. And I know that my body's going to feel so much better when I continue to do that and see results. So back up to about 208, but I want to get back down to that under 200 range, and eventually, the goal is about 186, 188 by January 1. So still feel great about the 6 months, less than 6 months of progress. I've still got a decent amount of time left in the year to continue that, but now it's just turn on the afterburners. I've got a good foundation and base in weight loss and the program that I'm doing for myself to get to a better place. Now let's kick it up a notch, work on the next thing. So this week's quote is from Confucius: "Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." The old cliche that you get knocked off with a horse 10 times, you get back up 11, and ultimately, I've fallen off the horse in terms of my diet and whatnot, a little bit. And so now it's time to get back on the horse and start riding it harder. It's a funny pun. So enjoy your week. Have a great time. Thank you for listening. I'm excited to continue, hopefully, to give you good results and news on the next video. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.